Take you somewhere so you know I care, but it's so cold and I don't know where. I brought you daffodils on a pretty string, but they won't flower like they did last spring. And I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright, but I'm just so tired to share my nights. And I wanna cry and I wanna love, but all my tears have been used up on another love, another love. All my tears have been used up on another love, another love. All my tears have been used up on another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Oh. Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com. I hope you're having a really good day. I'm playing a heavily requested song that I've just got around to doing called Another Love by Tom Odell. I do listen to your requests, so please leave a comment below this video if you have any requests of songs that you think I might like. If those comments get enough thumbs up, then I make the lesson. This one is actually played on piano, but it does go really nicely, especially that little lick at the beginning goes really well with the guitar. And it's just a handful of a few chords. I'm going to be breaking down the lick at the beginning slowly, and you can also get the tab for that completely for free at my website. Just takes a name and email address to join the student area over at LGIL. And the final thing is I'll be showing you the rhythm of this, because there is kind of a basic rhythm pattern that goes with these basic chords. You just do have one cheeky B minor for those of you that maybe are a bit more beginner, so that'll be a good little workout for you on the B minor. But there's this one rhythm pattern that I'll be breaking down really slowly, and we'll be enjoying this just wonderfully emotional song. Let's start learning it. Let's have a closer look at the intro to Another Love. Okay, so this song is basically based around a C, an E minor, an A minor, then back to E minor, and then a B minor. Now, we don't necessarily need all those chords as we're playing this, but they're certainly helpful when it's doing this picked intro. So the first bar, once again, do get the tab from the site and make it a lot easier to follow along. We've got a C chord. We're playing our thumb on the A string, and second string down. We're then pinching the D and G, so that means pulling those middle strings with the thumb and index. Then thumb goes back onto A, then open on G, then second fret on G. So we have to move our middle finger down from our C, but notice how I'm keeping the rest of my C secure. So that's what we've got so far. Thumb, pinch, thumb, open G, second fret on G. Then go thumb back on thickest, then let go with the index finger for your G to get that open B string. So bar one is. We're then going to change to an E minor from there. So second fret on the A and D string. With our thumb, we're going to pick down the first thickest string, down to the D. So we're just going to pick those three strings, and then we're done with our E minor. And instead we're going to change quickly to an A minor. Now there's a really quick way of changing from E minor. If you use the middle and ring finger as your E minor, just move them down to the middle strings of D and G, and put your index finger on fret 1 on the B string. So we're then going to play the A string, then the thumb on the D, and then the index and middle to play that 2 and 1. So I'm going to start back at the beginning of that bar. This is our E minor. Then let go of all strings, play open on A, and then index middle pinch on open strings. So that bar again is E minor, A minor, lift up. So to put those two bars together, good. Next bar, come back to your E minor chord, play the thickest string, then pinch the middle two strings with your thumb and index, then thickest string, then open on G, then second fret on G, but use your index finger of your hands because your ring finger is going to be playing 4 on the D string. Okay, so that means we've got fingers spare to do it. Leave that 4 where it is for the next bar, and leave the 4 there and put your index finger on fret 2 at the same time on the A string. This is giving us a B5 power chord. You're going to play the A string that you've got second fret on 4, then you're going to play the 4 that you're holding down on the ring finger, then play the A again, then play the 4 again. Open on G, then 2 on D, which will lead us nicely back to a C chord when we go round in a circle. But let me just do that bar again. And from the bar before. So notice how I'm moving my index to get that 2 there so I can reach for that 4 and leave that 4 held down when I play the 4th bar. See, it's left down, and then what happens is we repeat. We go round in a circle. So we're already here with our C chords. We just place the C around it. A minor, lift up, E minor, move fingers, repeat. So you play the first 4 bars as written, you then repeat bars 1 to 3. And this time you go to bracketed 2, which is bar 5, which is actually the same, but then we move to a C chord and we're going to pick it by going thumb on A, thumb on D, thumb, index, thumb, D. And we're just going to repeat that. Then the singing will start from there. So I'm going to play bar 7 going into the singing. Wanna take E minor, A minor, E minor. Okay, so the chords that you need for this are C, E minor, A minor, and B minor. They really are the only chords. A G that you're going to need. Now I'm going to presume that you know those chords for the purposes of this lesson, okay? If you don't, I've included a link to my beginner's acoustic course where you can get started learning those chords. Okay, so your success of learning this song and making it sound like this song is really going to be down to when you change chords and your understanding of the timing, because there's a cheeky A minor in this that doesn't land in an obvious place when it comes to the rhythm. So to start with, you may have seen from my performance I was just strumming and holding chords. So the first C chord, you just strum and you hold for 4 beats. So I wanna take you somewhere, 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 2. Now when you get to this E minor, this is when this kind of kooky thing starts to happen. So if we count it, that might be a good way for you to think about it. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what's happening with this E minor to A minor bar is you're changing to A minor after the 2. So you're changing on the and. So listen, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Instead of counting it, if that's not your thing, you can try to feel it within a strumming pattern. So you can go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's on the second up that you change to the A minor. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? So that is the one thing in this song that makes it not so beginner friendly. So please look out for that. We'll just do a recap. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention there's a B minor in there as well. A B minor is where you bar the second fret on the bottom 5 strings, middle finger on fret 3 on the B string, ring finger on D and G on fret 4, and you press as hard as you can. You don't need to touch the top string, and you don't strum the top string. Okay, so everything else is held for 4 beats, and I will be showing you a rhythm pattern that we use to kind of make it more angsty and more sort of bigger later on. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll do some sing and play with it, and I'll sing out the chords so you know where they fall. Oftentimes students find that really useful. So I'm going to start with our C chord. I'm going to go very slowly so you can follow along with me. So from the C chord, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, E minor, A minor, C minor, but it's so B minor, I don't know C, and I brought you E minor on an A minor string, but they won't B minor like they did last spring. Now on the spring, you're going to play the same finger picking pattern that we did in bars 6 and 7. Okay, so you're going to do that twice, like they did last spring. Okay, I sort of improvise that depending on what I'm doing there, but you just leave that little bit of space there. So from the B minor on Flower, they did last spring. And I'd see E minor and A minor, E minor, but I'm just so B minor, share my C, and I wanna E minor, and I want A minor, E minor, but all my B minor have been used up. Now on up, again, you do the same picking pattern over a C. Then I'll get to the chorus in a moment. Okay, so there's different ways that you can interpret this, okay? So the one thing you can do is after you've done the picking on the C for a little bit, on the first time, and you do the I Want to Kiss You, you can bring the rhythm pattern in there. Now the rhythm pattern that we're using for this, whenever you want to, is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that's what we do for most chords, apart from the E minor to the A minor. So we go for the E minor to A minor, we go down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So the A minor is on the first up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's do that again. If you get that feel, it will really start to sound like the song. So you can use that pattern when you start singing I Want to Kiss You and make you feel alright. So C, 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 E minor, A minor, E minor, but I'm just so B minor to share my C, and I wanna E minor and A minor, E minor, but all my B minor have been used C. Back to picking, whatever happens. Then chorus. Okay, so we're back to strumming and holding for 4 beats, all chords, strum and hold, so just let them ring out. So we've got C, C, love, G, a G, love, E minor, and all my B minor have been used C, on a G, love, so G now, and a E minor, all my B minor have been used C, on another love. Now there, I often bring the rhythm pattern back in again, so C, on another C, G, on a G, G, E minor, all my E minor have been used C, C, G, E minor, minor, Not quite a B7, but a lovely chord. So 2nd fret on the A string and 2nd fret also on the D string. Strum the bottom 5. Then you can do the picked intro again. I didn't do that in my performance at the beginning, mainly to just for the sake of time. But on that, from this chord, you can go back into... And if I was doing the full performance, I would. And then verse 2, louder with a bit more angst. So just louder with your strumming. E minor, A minor, E minor. So you put that there, it'll really sound like the song. And then this time they just don't have those breaks of the bar fingerstyle. So especially before it goes into the chorus. So... But all my tears have been used up on another love. It's just straight in, another love. Okay, good. Now there is a midsection to this, and that midsection, there's basically a load of piano, but it's essentially the same chord strumming that you do in the verse. You could do the intro again if you wanted to add a bit of interest, but I'd be... And then the final chord is that chord that isn't quite a B7. I hope that's been useful for you. You can piece the whole song together with those instructions.